The session for this video is now called to order. Honorable viewers, if you've been observing and defending TV channels or entities throughout your life over the last quarter, there's one obscure event that has slipped under your skewed radar. On January 23, 2024, the People's Television, our primary state broadcaster, launched Congress TV. No, not that YouTuber. This particular Cong TV is part of their digital television subchannel. And late. As the name implies, their objective is to bring legislative action from the House of Representatives right to your screens. They did this to balance things out, as PTV has primarily focused on the executive branch since its inception of the flagship channel 50 years ago, especially when the sitting president had something to say. Before Congress TV, another attempt was to broadcast our national legislature sessions. It was an under-the-radar operation spearheaded by Global News Network, now known as One Media Network, somewhere in the late 2000s. To be honest, I think that's considered an obscure and lost media. The current Congress TV is like C-SPAN, provided unfiltered gavel-to-gavel coverage of all committee and plenary sessions at Batasang Pambansa in QC. They run from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., which sounds reasonable for political science buffs, students, or anyone interested in the details of legislative proceedings. But here's the thing, even before that digital TV subchannel was formally inaugurated, both houses were live streaming their sessions on YouTube and Facebook, particularly during the height of the recent pandemic. And some astute bloggers cum political enthusiasts were taking those feeds, jazzing them up to their agenda, and posting them on their personal YouTube channels with clickbait titles and thumbnails to gain views and clout. Sneaky and a bit too late for that, huh? Now during weekends, non-civic yet non-working holidays, and recess periods, such as this month, the legislative branch takes a break. Well, at least no plenary sessions there. But hey, it's got me thinking, what should Congress TV show during those downtime periods? Let's be objective, we don't want dead air. Anyway, before we get into that, do me a favor and subscribe and ring that bell so you can experience all future content here on my channel. As I said before, Congress TV was inspired by C-SPAN, just as Congressman Erwin Tulfo of CASH Party List once said. C-SPAN is the brainchild of America's cable television industry, founded in 1979. There, these people had a vision to provide unfiltered, balanced, and in-depth coverage of public affairs. No frills, no biases, just the real deal. But here's the kicker. C-SPAN is a non-profit organization that does not receive any government funding. Their funding comes from license fees paid by their paid television providers. Meanwhile, our Congress TV is funded, indirectly to say the least, by us, taxpayers. So what do they cover? It's all about the nitty-gritty dealings over Washington, D.C. Consider gavel-to-gavel coverage of both houses in Capitol Hill. No edits, no commentary, just the real thing. But that's not all. They also cover congressional hearings, press briefings, speeches, and any other forum where public policy is debated. Don't worry, Philippine Senate, your time will come. So let's discuss what happens on weekends over there. They have something exciting plans in addition to their regular congressional coverage. First and foremost, Saturdays is dedicated to American History TV, a deep dive into their country's past with highlights of programs that cover everything from pivotal moments to forgotten stories. Then on Sundays, it's for Book TV, featuring highlights from upcoming authors, book festivals, and more. It's like a literary feast for readers and writers alike. These weekend programs aim to delve deeply into American history and literature rather than simply scratching the surface. They present a variety of perspectives and topics, ensuring that there's something for everyone. If you follow the playbook, will the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, or NHCP, and the National Book Development Board, or NBDB, create content for the news subchannel? I'm sure there'll be greater exposure for those agencies. Across the pond, let's take a look at BBC Parliament, the go-to channel for parliamentary content in the United Kingdom since 1997. This channel is free to air, meaning anyone can watch it without having to shell out a penny, or at least as part of the annual TV license they pay. Well, what's on our menu? You can expect over there both live and recorded coverage from the House of Commons, the House of Lords, and various select committees of Parliament. But there's more. It highlights other parliamentary bodies outside Westminster, such as the Scottish Parliament, the London Assembly, the Northern Ireland Assembly, and the Welsh Senedd. They have you covered in every corner of the UK. When parliamentary content is not on the agenda, BBC Parliament switches to simulcasting the BBC News channel to keep informed of current events. But let's talk about their weekends. They broadcast debates from the Commons' second chamber, Westminster Hall, on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday mornings. Historically, they had a Sunday morning talk show until 2018, which the format was borrowed and still survives in the United States. Until 2021, they do have their original programming there, but these measures needed to be cut due to the circumstances and concentrate on the core programming. Following that page, we could include a weekly highlights program on the Bangsamoro Parliament, as well as a potential transfer of Ito Ang Kongreso from IBC 13, presented by Cathy Villar, not related to the Villars inside Congress, and Tel Antazo, just in case an original Netflix franchise expires next year. After reviewing the various models provided by the two famous global parliamentary and public affairs channels, one can't help but wonder, what unique programming could Congress TV provide during its downtime? Should they delve into Philippine history and incoming non-fictional literature, or provide in-depth coverage of the Bangsamoro Parliament? Or maybe a mix? The possibilities for the fledgling dedicated TV channel are intriguing, despite the general audience's hardwired indifference. But as we consider these questions, one thing's clear. With the launch of Congress TV and the landscape of the Philippine media and political discourse is rapidly changing, even if it appears too little too late. And it's only a matter of time before we see what innovative programming from them emerges next. With that, I now declare this session for this video adjourned. What is your mix for weekend programming on Congress TV? Let me know in the comments below. Please don't forget to like and share this video. Until then, see you next time.